Today we are flying the world's most densely configured plane. INDIGO'S brand new Boeing 777 with 531 seats. That's 47 more than Emirates' mighty Airbus A380 and a whopping 1.57 passengers per square meter. It's also the first time India's most successful airline is operating a wide-body plane. So join me flying one of the most unique planes in civil aviation from Istanbul all the way to Delhi. So let's go to India. Our journey starts in Istanbul today, or as I call it, the Disneyland of aviation, given all the exotic and rare airlines you can fly from here. No airport in the world has such a variety of unique, banned or sanctioned airlines such as this one. Recently, INDIGO introduced flights to Mumbai and Delhi on wide-body planes, and we are here to try and see what it's like to share a plane with 500 plus other passengers.
Flies full, yes.
Yeah.
500? No.
540, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, crazy.
You know.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's only economy class.
Once I was handed my boarding pass, I made my way to the gate, and let me tell you, this airport is quite a workout. In fact, it is the world's largest terminal building under a single roof, with 15.5 million square feet. It takes as much as 45 minutes from one end to another, so make sure you bring enough time when departing from here. The airport handled roughly 65 million passengers in 2022 and keeps on growing, slowly becoming one of the world's busiest airports.
So guys, and here we are all checked in to fly the world's most densely configured plane, the INDIGO Boeing 777. 500 plus seats, absolute madness, more than you find on the Airbus A380, and I'm super pumped to take this plane to Delhi today. Let's do this, let's go on a very special aviation adventure.
Once I settled at the gate and had time to think, I was wondering how much fun this really was going to be. 6 hours with 500 plus strangers with absolute minimum space, so I can just say I did it. My question for you, would you do it? Would you fly on a super low budget bus in the sky packed to the very last seat? Or is it something you'd rather just watch on YouTube? Let me know in the comment section below right now. Both INDIGO flights, one to Mumbai, the other one to Delhi, were almost boarding at the same time, which means over 1,000 passengers onto two planes is a logistical nightmare. But I was very much impressed how INDIGO handled it all without any delays. In fact, both flights left on time, which stands testament for the fantastic work the Indian giant does. But now it's my turn to get on board and see what this plane looks from the inside.
Alright, that's it. Boarding the 777 of INDIGO, and I'm the first passenger, as you can see.
And here we are, welcome aboard INDIGO'S Boeing 777-300ER. The plane features 524 seats in a 3-4-tray configuration and 7 seats in business class. The plane is fully staffed by INDIGO cabin crew and 2 crew members from Turkish Airlines as of now.
So guys, and here we are, welcome aboard the INDIGO 777, 500 plus seats, complete full flight. So boarding takes quite some time. I was just like witnessing the Mumbai flight, which is leaving an hour early, the same plane, same configuration. They've been boarding almost over an hour, and that's how mad it is. But yeah, it looks good. I mean, the legroom situation for me is rather nice. You even have personal entertainment. I don't know whether it's working on this flight, but I guess this and so much more we will find out in the next 5 hours on our way to Delhi.
But what's the story of this plane? No, INDIGO didn't buy or order them. In fact, this plane is 15 years old and has quite an interesting story. It started flying with Air Austral and eventually ended up with the Russian holiday airline Azur Air. they turned this plane into an economy class beast, and with the illegal Russian invasion of Ukraine and the sanctions imposed, the airline returned the planes to the lessor. Fun fact, the first row offers 7 business class seats. Unfortunately, these can't be booked through INDIGO'S website and only with Turkish Airlines since it's a code-share flight. The price tag was around $2,000, and from what I was able to observe, it isn't really worth it. If you want to access extra perks such as joining my WhatsApp group, have early access to my videos, get a Cahill keyring, or be part of my monthly Zoom sessions, check out my Patreon page. The link can be found in the description box below. We then pushed back for an impressive on-time departure to Delhi. Flight time is roughly 6 hours. Interesting fact, the plane is piloted by Turkish airline pilots and still registered in Turkey since this project is a joint venture of both airlines. INDIGO has an all-Airbus fleet as of now, but there are rumors that the airline is about to order 25 787 Dreamliners. Do you think this is ever gonna happen? Let me know in the comment section below. Once we reached cruising altitude, the crew started to look after its 500 passengers. Not an easy task, I can guess. I was served an alright meal combined with a juice. The crew was fantastic, as always on INDIGO, something I really appreciate. Also, can you spot the lie on these creative cups? Let me know in the comment section below. Once I finished my meal, I had a look at the in-flight entertainment, but as I already guessed during boarding, there is none on this flight. So before I decided to go to sleep, I needed to check out the loo before 500 plus passengers abuse it for their morning poop session. So let's have a look. Of all the things I want to be in life, being a toilet on a 500 plus seater plane is definitely something I don't aspire to be. This is probably one of the toughest loo in all of the sky, and Indian passengers aren't really known to be very gentle with their lavatories. So yes, this loo is spotless and the crew does a great job looking after it. Believe it or not, I had a solid 5 hours sleep and woke up with the cabin crew announcement to get the cabin ready for landing. I do tend to sleep a lot better when flying economy class, and this flight was no exception. Now let's get ready for our descent into India's lovely capital, Delhi. So guys, and here we are. Welcome to Delhi. Cleared immigration. So from disembarking the plane to getting my stamp in the passport, 5 minutes. And now I'm waiting for my bag. And with 500 plus, so 524 passengers, and the average Indian checks in 10 items, we're waiting for 15,000 pieces of luggage. Approximately. But gonna grab my bag, then I'm gonna head to Air City, and then we get an expert opinion from somebody who has a lot to say about Indian aviation, about INDIGO'S wide body expansion plans. But let's get our bag first. I did wait for almost an entire hour for my bag, and that's certainly the downside when traveling on a plane with this many passengers. The flight cost me $408, including the fast forward check-in, the extra legroom seat, as well as the meal. And overall, I think I departed the plane as a satisfying customer. I'd love to see INDIGO establish a wide-body fleet and start serving Europe, Australia, and the Far East, perhaps even Africa.
Dollar always good, right?
Yes. Thank you.
No worries. You're welcome. So, and here we are. Charged me a full night for an early check-in at an airport hotel. It's been a while since I've been ripped off like this. Anyways, give you a full summary on this flight with the special guest that I have for you, which I'm going to meet later. So, I'm gonna have a little nap and then can look forward to hear an expert opinion on Indigo's wide-body strategy. Okay. So as I was saying earlier, we will be speaking to the Aviation Twitter voice of India, Vinamra, absolute expert when it comes to anything plane related in this beautiful country. Frequent flyer, he knows more about Indian aviation than I do. Yesterday I flew the infamous, I don't know if we can infamous because it was so great, Indigo 777 500 plus seater, and I said it earlier to you, if one airline in the world can make budget traveling or wide body possible, it could be Indigo. Are we going to see more of this in the near future? What does Indigo's strategy look like? Tell us.
Okay, that's possibly the nicest introduction I've ever got from someone, which is probably why I agreed to make my YouTube debut in a Josh Cahill production. So thank you for having me, and welcome to India, of course. Josh is a regular. Welcome back. Yes, of course. You're a regular, and everyone loves you in India for what you do. So yes, welcome back. And coming back to your question, so with Indigo, you see, they're an airline that's built their brand on the premise that we'd offer you clean aircraft, our flights will be on time, and we'll have hospitable crew who will make sure that your Indigo experience is the same, irrespective if you fly with us 10 times or if you fly with us once a year. The memories that you will take home are the ones that you will come back to when you fly Indigo the next time. Coming back to wide body travel, so you see this whole arrangement with Turkish Airlines seems like a bit of an experiment.
Testing the waters, right?
Absolutely, absolutely, to see if it works. They've got the right, well, these aircraft are configured in the low-cost config with 500 seats. I know when it came out and everybody was like, oh my God, how is this going to work? And I'd let your video tell the world if it works or if it doesn't work. Knowing it's Indigo, I'm sure they've made it work. No, so you see, they're getting a bunch of these A321 XLRs. Once, of course, the aircraft's been certified. Now, you see, the recent development state that Airbus may have to add certain amount of weight to this aircraft in order to certify it, which may mean it may not be able to fly from Delhi to London, for instance, okay, with a full payload.
Is this an ambition that Indigo has?
Of course. Yeah. So much so that a test aircraft of the XLR has got Delhi and London painted on one side.
Exactly. We all know that livery.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so so Airbus, of course, is aiming to ensure that one of their largest customers, if not their largest customers in the world, which is Indigo, is able to fly from Delhi to London.
But I loved it. It's a great experience, and I'd like to see Indigo to expand, maybe get Dreamliners.
I would
use a business class.
You never say never in Indian aviation. Would they want to take a bet on wide body low cost travel? If they do, they'll order a significant number of aircraft, because it makes no sense to have 5 or 8 or just 10 of them. They'd probably order 20 or 25 or maybe have a fleet of 13, so that you have a substantial fleet to be able to fly it, to Australia, to Europe, and just regionally wherever to make it work. So I don't think it'll be a small fleet of 5. It's going to be bigger, because you see, with Indigo, the ambition is global domination.
And this is a great note to end today's review. I've been flying Indigo for over 10 years and I never had a bad experience, and I wish to see them purchase wide-body planes to extend their network and contribute to a better connected India with fair and decent price tags, something the airline stands for. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe for more aviation content. Bye.